Hey guys, it's Mike. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Wanted to bring you a video to talk to you about a few updates going on. Before we get into it, please make sure you like, subscribe, share, and follow all things DigiByte, including our channel right here, DigiByte SoCal. And a big thank you to all those who support our channel, as well as the DigiByte Unlimited Network and the DigiByte Awareness team. So, this is my first video in a while. I took some time off, just doing vacation, spending time with the family, and expecting my first video back would talk a little bit about that and how decentralization works, but so much has happened since my return, so let's talk about that first. DigiAssets, wow, oh my gosh, game changer, right? I know a lot of you were aware that Josiah did a live stream last Friday where he actually sent out a number of DigiAssets, and hats off to Josiah. I know he does so much for the blockchain community and especially DigiByte. And I know he was fighting off a cold, probably wasn't feeling 100%, and he's halfway into the live stream. He had some technical difficulties. I think his app wasn't, he didn't have the latest update, so he had to do everything manually through his phone, which I'm sure was a real big pain. But he stuck through it and he did it. So hats off to you, Josiah. I know if that was me in that situation, I probably would have just thrown in the towel and said, "Sorry guys, let's try this again next week," because I'm sure that was not very fun at all, because you had a big turnout. A lot of people came out and they were really interested about how DigiAssets work, and it was a great live stream. I got my own DigiAssets here, and I want to share them. So if any of you are watching this and you missed the live stream and you want to get your hands on your own DigiAssets, just paste your address down in the description box below. Make sure it is an address from the DigiByte mobile wallet for Android. Right now, that's the only app that supports DigiAssets. I know the iOS version for Apple is in progress. They're working on it. That's just Apple being Apple, I think. And also looking into other wallets such as Coinami and many of these others to get on board to support it as well. So, like I said, just go ahead and leave your address in the description box below, and I will send you some. And also have some other assets here as well. This is what's so cool about the DigiByte community, is that other people are going in and they're just creating their own DigiAssets, and they're going on Twitter like, "Hey, I created some DigiAssets, post your address and I'll send you some." And I got some from a guy, I think is right down here, I think his handle's Betcha, and he sent some DigiAssets here for retinoblastoma awareness, and it's to honor it's in honor of his daughter and to show gratitude for the team at St. Jude's in Memphis, Tennessee. And he's creating this DigiAsset for retinoblastoma awareness, and that's basically cancer in the eye for kids, which is terrifying. I'm a parent, and I often joke about what a pain in kids can be, and they are. But I just can't imagine going through something like that. So God bless you and your daughter and the team at St. Jude's. All the best to you. I hope she makes a full recovery. And but this is just the power of DigiAssets, where you can go in and just create your own DigiAsset. There it is right there. I don't know if you guys can see with the glare. But anyway, again, post your link, your address down below. Again, make sure it's a link for the Android version of the DigiByte mobile wallet, and I'll send you some of these, as well as my first DigiAsset. That's what Josiah was passing out last week. One other big thing about DigiAssets, this EUCX, this European exchange, just announced today that they will be migrating from ERC20 tokens to DigiAssets. They see the power of the DigiByte blockchain. Obviously, they know how fast it is, that it's scalable, and it's a better option than some of the other platforms out there for many reasons. So that's a huge announcement. I'm sure it's the first of many, because others will follow suit, because these guys are not stupid. They look at, okay, well, what's the best option out there? Well, DigiByte. So of course they're going to migrate to it, and this is, like I said, just the first of many. The other thing I want to do today is give some shout outs to a bunch of community members. First up, Amon King. Bro, hey, so great to see you out there doing interviews with crypto mug investors, Crypto Blood. I know you and Matthew Cornelius are going to be doing another interview, I guess maybe tomorrow or sometime soon, with BitBoy. and it's great. I've done a few of these interviews, and they're not easy. And it's great to see people, getting themselves out there and showing what a decentralized blockchain community is all about. And it's funny. I remember, and for those who don't know, Mon, he's the one that creates those amazing, commercial style videos for DigiByte. They're great to share with entry level people who are trying to get involved with cryptocurrency. And the best one he did, in my opinion, is the We Are DigiByte. And I gotta tell you, someone who's lives and breathes in that video promo world, I was actually kind of jealous that I didn't think of the concept first, but I'm glad I didn't, because I would not have done as good of a job as he did. And but I remember watching it, after a few times, I'm like, okay, which one is he? Because surely he's not going to make a video like this and not put himself in there. And it gets towards the end, I'm like, God, it's him. I know that's him. And I was right. I'm not right a lot, but I was right about that. But it's great to see you out there. And, so keep it up. You're doing great work for DigiByte and also through the DigiByte Unlimited Network. I'm going to throw some links down below in the description box. If you guys aren't familiar with his work or the We Are DigiByte commercial in particular, definitely check that out. Great work. Next shout out is to Kat, also known as Red Cat Life on Twitter. She tweets a lot, and she decided to make a video on Twitter the other day where she's like, I'm gonna, put myself out there a little more, make videos. And she's on this, I think it's a cross-country crypto awareness road trip, I guess more or less. Where she's traveling around and she's introducing crypto to people, and she's always struck me as just kind of fantastic, chill, kind of laid back persona. So I think you're an excellent ambassador for us and for the crypto community. So best of luck on your journey. Drive safe, and keep us posted with those pictures and videos as you travel across the country. Look forward to more of your updates. Another shout out goes to Script Skynet. Dude, hey, I've seen your comments in my own videos here on YouTube, and I know we follow each other on Twitter, and you started posting videos on Twitter as well, saying, hey, I'm going to, put myself out there a little more and just kind of break out. And, you shared some really good opinions, pertinent things related to the community and to the technology. And I think it's great that you're sharing these ideas. You had some great ideas about DigiAssets for your own business and for other businesses such as, GameStop. Shared some thoughts about, the community, how, we got to keep each other in check. So it's great to see you and all the community members, putting yourselves out there a little more. No, it's not always easy, but, it's once you get into the rhythm of it, it's not so bad. And it's great, because it just really shows the world what our community is all about. It's not just a company or one organization. It's just this loose collection of individual people who, come together for this common thing that we know as DigiByte, that can do so much amazing things for our world. So keep it up, guys. And if anyone else out there, you're ready to step up and get in front of a camera or do something that just kind of raises things to the next level, like find what your own comfort level is at. Start there, and do that a little bit, and then just challenge yourself. Say, okay, well, I did this, I'm good here, now let's turn things up a notch and then another notch, and just really push the needle and drive awareness out there. One other thing I want to talk about today, one last shout out to Coinami. Coinami, as many as you know, is a multi-coin wallet. It's a very solid wallet, and I mentioned them before when I was I think in my video I talked about tipping baristas and how this was a wallet that I would offer to assist baristas to install, because it's good to have that multi-coin option. But I ran into a little snag because in order with the DigiByte mobile wallet, if I want to share the image of my QR code, I can do that easily. But in the older version of Coinami, you couldn't. I reached out to their support, and they're like, oh, well, you had to disable some security settings, which would allow you to take just a screen grab from the phone, the function in the device. And that worked, but I was kind of like, well, it's not ideal, because we stress the importance of security in this industry and within the blockchain and crypto space. And, it's kind of counterintuitive to say, oh, be safe, be secure, oh wait, disable some security settings to do this. So anyway, they have new updates coming out soon, and they now have that function, that capability within their wallet. So kudos to them for putting out such a great product and for also being responsive to blockchain community. And they've always been big supporters of DigiByte. I've seen tweets where they've spoken highly of the DigiByte developers, of the community. They do offer support for DigiID, and I'm sure, hopefully, fingers crossed, they will eventually offer support for DigiAssets. So thank you, Konami, and to the entire team. Keep up the great work. All right, one other thing I want to talk about today is, oh my God, I freaking won. The Bitcoin Angel, the Ecstasy Bitcoin Angel, the amazing artwork from Trevor Jones that was donated to the Change Angel team as a part of a charity fundraiser that they were doing. And it's amazing because it's so beautiful. And, I never win these things. I just don't. I participate in a lot of these things just because, I like to give to worthy causes. I think it's important to always give back and all that stuff. And I really like what Change Angel stands for, both just in general, but also for what they do for the crypto community. And, I'm the worst procrastinator in the world because I've seen, I saw their tweets about this, fundraiser, about this raffle for weeks. And I kept saying, I need to get some tickets. I'm not going to win, but, I want to get it. I want to contribute. Like I said, I got a bunch of nieces and nephews who are always doing fundraisers for the school. And I'm like, yeah, just give me a handful of tickets. Again, I'm not going to win, and I never had one of those. But yeah, I was just so blown away to actually win this thing. But it got me thinking about a few things. And the first thing is that, first thing I want to do is, one, issue a DigiAsset for it, right? That's what DigiAssets is for. And I guess it'll just be one asset, and this is what will link to the ownership of the painting itself. If I ever comes a time where I, put it up for auction or sell it or donate it, I would just transfer that DigiAsset, and now that person has ownership of the painting. That's how it works, right? I think. Another thing too is to get it validated on the blockchain, to do something what VID did a few months ago with that Rembrandt piece, which was a big deal. I think it was called the Virgin, and they were able to do some things to basically authenticate it. So anytime it does go to auction, if there's any questions about, is this the real deal? Well, you just check it on the blockchain, and you're good to go. Everything's verified, and there's no doubt, there's no questions about whether this is a legitimate copy or a forgery. And I don't know how that works. I got to do a lot of research. I don't even know if that's something VID can do because they're over in Europe. I'm here on the West Coast in the United States. But I'm sure there's a way to get it done, and I definitely want to look into that because, because it's the thing to do. I should do that. And the other thing that got me thinking, and I know this might sound a little cheesy, but I feel like there's a responsibility to possessing a piece of artwork like this. I'm not an art connoisseur, but I do enjoy beautiful things, and I think this is a beautiful piece of work. And it's very neat too because it's one of those augmented reality pieces. I've never seen anything like that before, so I'm really excited to, he has an app that I've downloaded for my phone, and I guess you just hold up the camera on the phone and you can see all this extra information, and that's really cool. But I believe that beautiful artwork should be shared. And so, again, like I said, I'm not really involved with the art scene here in Los Angeles. I know there is one. I've been to an art show before, kind of by accident. I just tag along with a friend. I'm like, this is where we're going. Okay, fine. They got open bar, so yeah, right on, right? But I want to look into see if there's art shows or museums out there that I can loan it out to, for a time period just to share it with people. And I also think it'd be a great way to generate exposure and awareness to Bitcoin and blockchain, and of course DigiByte, things like that. And yeah, I think that would be really cool. So again, I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. I don't know how that would work. But I'm just going to do some research and see if there's some shows that are going on, because there's some big time museums here in Los Angeles, like the Getty. I mean, think of how many thousands of people go through there each week. If they were doing a special show of like, hey, augmented reality pieces, and oh, well, here you go. Let me, you can borrow this for a few weeks. I don't know. Again, I'm just kind of spitballing here, but that's something I want to look into. And one last thing I do want to talk about, going back to the auction itself. I mentioned what a procrastinator I was. I completed my ticket purchase with 3 minutes left in the raffle, and I was scrambling, and I didn't have time to put in all my information. And so when they drew it, well, they didn't draw the number. It was based on the last 3 digits of the Bitcoin block that got mined at that time that the raffle ended, however that works. And so I won, but then they're like, okay, well, who won? Because again, I didn't put any personal information as far as my name and address. I just put in my first initial and last name. So I mean, it's not that hard to figure out who it was. But the point I'm making is, they were like, okay, he paid with DigiByte, which is key too, by the way. And he's located in somewhere in Arizona, and I haven't been to Arizona in years. It must have been because I was on a VPN, and I had Dandelion activated on my DigiByte mobile wallet, which I used to pay for the purchase. So I talked a little bit about this in the video I did about Fate Knox, about how it was the shopping cart required me to fill in fields for my billing address, or my permanent residence. But I just made stuff up. And when you pay with credit card, that's a red flag. Like, oh, hey, we can't process your order just yet. You need to contact us, clear this up. But because I was paying with DigiByte, I didn't have to put in my real information in there. And I think this is something that it's really subtle, right? Because it's one of those things that's like addition by subtraction. Okay, we're taking away this requirement to include all of this personal information when you participate in a raffle like this, or if you go online and make a purchase. And I think that's just really huge. That's something that because everyone we're all worried about our personal information, our data, and how our current system just cannot protect it in a way that needs to be protected. And if we're creating this new paradigm, this new system, which allows us to participate in raffles, to participate in shopping online without having to submit all this personal information and putting it at risk that it could get out there and into the wrong hands. I think that is really huge. I think that's a really big deal. I mean, of course, ultimately, I did have to, tell them, where to ship it to. But they only needed that because I won. If I lost, which that's what again, I don't win these things. That's why I'm just so tickled to death to win it, especially this particular piece, because I love it. It's really that kind of style that I just really resonate with. If I lost, then hey, no big deal. It's like they don't have any information on me, and I didn't need to because I lost. So, but again, I think just the privacy aspect of making purchases with digital assets like DigiByte is going to be a big thing. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap things up because I know I've been rambling on here for a while, and I try to keep these kind of short and concise. Hopefully I'm making another video soon, because there's some other things I want to chat about, plus the other thing I mentioned. And also I got a new video series I'm working on, collaborating with Andy and Cedric of acceptcryptos.com, called Who Accepts Cryptos? And I feel bad because I really meant to have my first one out before I went on vacation. It didn't happen. I'm still kind of working out the fine details on that. And plus I'm still working on the DigiByte Colombia video. I've been sourcing a lot of media to get it, give it the right kind of vibe that I want. So those are in progress, so stay tuned for that and those other videos, and just make sure you keep subscribing, sharing, following all things DigiByte. And all right, be good guys, have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. Cheers.